Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.
So it's Hurt Syndicate versus Private Party for the tag team titles, as mentioned. What has your complaint been about the Hurt Syndicate like since they've shown up, Brian?
That they should be babyfaces?
They were babyfaces tonight.
Yes.
They were massively over. The slaughter began immediately, and the crowd adored the slaughter, and they're killing these dudes. Private Party got like a minute of offense with speed and teamwork, and then the monsters caught them on dives and suplexed them on the floor, and the murder began. There's a shot right before break where one of the Private Partiers is like down on the floor, backing away, and we're looking like over the shoulders of Lashley and Benjamin, or as MVP called them, Shelton and Roberto. All we see is the back of their heads and their big giant traps and their massive wide backs as they stalk him like two Jason Voorhees, like a horror movie. My fight or flight response kicked in. I like grabbed my keys and ran for the door. I was terrified. And they were leaving. They were walking away from me, and I was still scared. So we come back from break. Shelton is casually tossing dudes into furniture. The more he tosses them, the harder he tosses them, the happier the people are. And Private Party are killing themselves taking these bumps for these dudes. And then the crowd just starts chanting for Bobby randomly. I'm not sure if it's because he was taking a bow or signaled for Shelton to do the murder, or they just wanted him to have a turn to kill somebody. Shelton Benjamin somewhere in this match did a press suplex, which I didn't know was possible. That's pretty much what he did. The crowd is chanting, "We hurt people. We hurt people." There is something of a hot tag, something of a comeback. Honestly, even a near fall. Lashley had to break up a pin after a 450. And this goes on for a while, and then Lashley spears Zay to death, and that's really the end. Shelton suplexes Quinn through the sky a few times. Lashley gets a standing ovation and a spear to win the tag team titles. I thought this match was incredible. In 10 minutes, they looked like the scariest tag team I've ever seen in my life. You talk about like the Steiners, or the Road Warriors, the Miracle Violence Connection, or the Brothers of Destruction. Rarely, if ever, were any of those teams this dominant. I may never forget that match. That was awesome.
Bro. I am not a man who lives in fantasy land. I live in reality. And the reality is the Hurt Business should have won this match. Okay? Mm-hmm. However, this match here was everything wrong with AEW right now.
Really?
Everything.
Really?
Absolutely everything in one match. Okay? Let's start at the beginning here. Okay? Hurt Business are heels. I don't care what you think. They're supposed to be heels, and Private Party are supposed to be baby faces, okay? Before this match aired on Observer Live, I told everybody listening exactly what was going to happen in this match. I said the Hurt Business are going to come out. They are going to be massively over. Private Party is going to come out. They're supposed to be the babyface tag champions. They will be booed. They will be murdered. They will make a babyface comeback and be booed, and then they will be killed. That is exactly what happened. And the first problem is that as much as I think the Hurt Business is great, and I defended Shelton Benjamin when Dave was saying everything he was saying about Shelton. I think Shelton has been fantastic in AEW. I think it's the best Shelton there's ever been. People talk about like 2006, 2007, whatever. I mean, he got a little push and he looked good, but we all knew how it was going to end up. Whereas this Shelton, I mean, he's a killer and he's awesome and the people love him. And, you know, him and Lashley, they are just a monster tag team. If you're going to have tag team champions in a promotion, it should be these guys. However, it is two older guys who walked in from WWE and destroyed a team that has been here for 5 years that is like, in theory, one of the backbones of AEW. In reality, they are not, okay? Mm-hmm. And the problem with the Hurt Business right now, to me, and what makes me angry about it is this. This is the exact same thing that happened with Toni Storm. Do you remember?
I don't recall Toni Storm.
She was a heel.
Oh, well, yeah.
But everybody cheered her.
Yeah.
And so every fucking feud she had, they threw some poor babyface in with her, who invariably ended up being booed, or the match had no heat. All people wanted was to cheer Tony, but they had to make her a heel for reasons unknown, and you murdered the majority of the women's division doing this. Well, what do we have right now? We have these heels that nobody is going to boo, and they're just going to run roughshod over these babyface teams, all of whom are going to get booed. It's the same thing. Thank you so much for checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe.